Hi everybody, in today's video I'm going to show you how to make this lovely keychain. This crochet keychain is made from a version of floret stitch and is a wrist keychain, so you can simply slip it over your hand like so and hold your keys. The great thing about this pattern is that you can extend it and make a strap for a bag. You can use one of these clasps, or you can just attach it straight onto a bag. So all you need is a very small crochet hook for the size of yarn. I'm using an Aran weight cotton yarn here, and normally I would go up a size to a 5mm crochet hook, but in fact I'm going to use a 3.5mm crochet hook, which is pretty small. This is to give it a nice firm texture and so it doesn't stretch too much. So you can buy these clasps or those rings at a local hardware store or online, lots of choices. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to attach our crochet to this clasp. So just do a slip knot around 2 fingers, tuck under, pull the loop through, and then slip that onto your hook. And we're going to use a single crochet through this hole here to start off our work. So the easiest way to do that is to hold it in your left hand. This is a little fiddly, I have to say. Push your crochet hook through the loop, through the ring, yarn over and draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through. Now don't make these super tight because you'll struggle when it comes to the next row. So that's 1. We're going to do 6. You hook into the clasp, yarn over, draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through. I hope you can see that clearly enough. So that's 2. Hook into the clasp, draw up a loop, yarn over, draw through, that's 3, hook into the loop, yarn over, sort of wiggle it round a little bit, yarn over, 4, 2 more, 5, and 6. So there we have our 6 single crochet. We're now going to chain 1 and turn our work, and for the very first row we're simply going to single crochet into the back of each of these stitches. 1, 2, so we're not going through both loops, we're going through the back loop. 3, you just have to turn your work towards you. Let me just show you this. Turn your work towards you and go through that back loop. And of course it doesn't want to play ball at all. There we go. 3. Next one. It's always fiddly when you start these little projects. 4. 5. And 6. There we go. It will get easier, I assure you. I like these nice and tight. just when you're starting off. I'm really having to fight this cotton. There we go. And a chain. Turn your work, and now we're going to start our pattern. And as I said, this is a version of floret stitch, which is usually a double crochet followed by a slip stitch, but we're going to do a half double crochet followed by a slip stitch, and this just gives the strap a nice pattern, a nice texture. Now we've got 6 stitches, so count backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to go into this hole just here. So we've done a chain, we're going to go into this hole just there. So you just have to remember that that's where the pattern starts. So we're going to do a half double crochet to start with. Yarn over, insert your hook into that hole, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops on your hook. And then in the next stitch, we're simply going to do a slip stitch, and don't work this too tightly because you make life difficult for yourself. Now we're going to do another half double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. And then a slip stitch. Insert your hook, pull up a loop, and then pull that loop through the loop on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch for our half double crochet, yarn over, pull through all 3. And then in the last stitch we do a slip stitch, and we go turn your work slightly towards yourself so that you can see the V of the stitch, and then so you're always having to turn that last piece of work towards you. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and then pull through. So now you're going to do 2 chain and turn your work. So we get these raised diagonal stripes with the yarn, and these become more evident the more you do. Now the next row is very easy because it's simply half double crochet all the way across. Now we ended with that slip stitch, so when we've done our chains, we're going to do our first half double crochet into that slip stitch. Yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. Yarn over. Now you're going to have to turn your work slightly towards you, and you're going to go into the top V of the half double crochet stitch from the row below, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Next one we're going to go into is a slip stitch. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3, yarn over, remember in the top of that half double crochet, pull through all 3, yarn over, into the slip stitch, much easier if it's slightly looser. Then we come to the end of the row, yarn over, and we're just going to turn our work towards us so that we can see that V there. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3, and it's 2 chain now we've got going because we need the height, because we always start with a half double crochet. So it's a half double crochet, slip stitch, half double crochet slip stitch, half double crochet slip stitch on this side of your work. So it's quite easy to forget which side you're doing which. So the more complicated row is on the boring side and the easy row is on the more interesting side. So half double crochet and a slip stitch, half double crochet and a slip stitch, half double crochet and a slip stitch, 2 chain, 1, 2, turn your work, and this is the easier row, so this is all half double crochet all the way across, and that's 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh, I didn't want to play ball. Two chain and turn your work. We're back to our half double crochet slip stitch row because we're on the less interesting side of the pattern. Slip stitch, half double crochet and a slip stitch, 2 chain and turn. So you can see this pattern emerging, and it starts to come out more the further you go up your work. So I'll just do one or two more rows, and then you can continue on with your strap for as long as you need it to be. Keep testing it around your wrist if you're going to use it like that. Obviously it's going to be very long if you are going to use this pattern for a strap, but actually it's quite a restful short row project to do, so it's not particularly taxing. You have to weave your ends in. So I'm going to do a few more rows now and then come back to me when I've done a few. I'm not going to do all the way around, I'll do half this length. Come back to me and I'll show you how to attach your work so you've got a really firm join, so your strap is nice and safe, because you don't want to lose your keys off the end of this. So I'll stop the recording now and come back to me. It'll just go to when I come back to you. So I've just done a few more rows, and now, just for demonstration purposes, I'm going to show you how to finish off this keychain. So finish a row on the half double crochet rows and just snip off, leaving a tail which you can use for joining. So you don't need too long a tail, and we're just going to push our tail through the loop and pull it tightly like so, and then with right sides together, so with the pattern on the inside, we're going to tuck our clasp in and fold our keychain in half, And then we're going to actually stitch this time with a needle, although you could do this as a row of slip stitches. And I'm using a darning needle here, or tapestry needle, which I'm going to thread. So with the clasp inside, the wrong side on the outside, we're going to pick up this loop here and go through both loops of each of the stitches. And so pick up a loop, go through both those loops and pull it nice and tightly so it's really firm through this little loop, this little bar, and then through the stitch that you've just done. Through that last stitch, and then I like to just do a couple of stitches through the end here, and then push your needle back through the loop, give it a good tug, and then we're going to simply run the needle under the stitches here just to finish it off, weaving in ends in crochet. Really important. Do it in 3 directions so that they don't pop out through use, or if you put this in the washing machine, for instance. So the more times you can just run it backwards and forwards, the better. I mean, in this case we've only got 2 ends to weave in. Similarly, weave in the other end just through a few stitches in several directions, just to finish off your crochet keychain. And this one will be teeny tiny, but the green one fits my wrist perfectly. Then turn it out the other way so that you've got the right side there. I might just use that in my purse. Trim off that end. Obviously you'll spend more time doing this. And there we have it. So I've done a pink mini version and a green full-size version, and there we have it, a lovely crochet keychain. Thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, press subscribe and the bell and give us a thumbs up. I look forward to speaking to you very soon. Take care.